Cubists like Mr. Morris got recent inspiration from a niche corner of online life, financial Twitter. FinTwit, as it is called, typically consists of investors, small and large, debating the direction of markets, the prospects for inflation, and recipes for grilled meats. Lately, photos of smoked brisket have given way to pictures of cubes.
There's only so much meat you can smoke before you go, what am I doing? This is hollow. It's just this. There's how much can I pay? How much money can I pay for fucking fake Wagyu? And then your mystification is lifted when you realize, oh, I could be caring about cubes. Something that has a real value.
That's what happened.
Something that's really meaningful.
That's what happened. Someone was like, your life is totally hollow. And then one of these guys was like, what's the opposite of hollow?
Density.
What's the densest thing I could buy?
You say that. There's a really good quote about that later in the piece. It says, hold on a sec. Nick Carter, founding partner at the blockchain-focused venture capital firm Castle Island Ventures, describes himself in his Twitter bio as the original tongue pillar. I'm density pilled. I'm based in density pilled. He said that the physical heft of the cubes contrasts with the intangible nature of crypto markets. We're just deprived of physical totems of our affection, so tungsten fills that hole in our hearts, he said.
Okay.
I just like to back up a second. He says, we're deprived of physical totems of our affection. Previously, that would have been described as spouses, partners, or children.
But even if you're just talking about like guys who are on their hustle and like focused on their money, like these guys' money is in a digital wallet somewhere. You can't put that on Instagram, but you can put a dope ass cube out there to show them how like, see this cube? This symbolizes a bunch of Shiba Inu coins.
I love this. So tungsten fills that hole in our hearts.
It fills the fucking cube hole. It's not. It's square. It is a square hole.
Oh man! Imagine having a cube-shaped hole in your soul big enough that the only thing that will fill it is the densest metal on the planet.
Well, you guys, know the other story about this, right? That there's a company they're auctioning off the rights to a giant cube.
Yeah. That will be got to in the article in a second. But just before we get there, it says demand intensified after Niraj K. Agrawal, director of communications at Coin Center, a nonprofit cryptocurrency research and advocacy group, posted a joke mock-up of a faked Bloomberg news story claiming crypto traders were behind an imaginary global tungsten shortage. I'm going to be buried with my cube, probably, said Mr. Agrawal. It will be like a pharaoh buried with his possessions, so the cube will have a place of honor. And there is a photo that accompanies the piece of Mr. Agrawal staring at the cube on his kitchen counter. And he's looking very sort of ponderously at the cube that he has. Cube enthusiasts often describe them in quasi-mystical terms. You kind of start wondering about gravity and the forces of nature, and it can send you on an out-there wandering experience, said Rabbi Michael Karras, an Albany-based Jewish day school teacher who uses the Twitter handle The Bitcoin Rabbi. He owns a 1.5 minutes. Felix, stop fucking around with these alt accounts. You're tricking the fucking Wall Street Journal, man.
I do like that they are just like, like the old joke of them like reinventing buses all the time. Yeah. Well, they're sort of backdooring their way into religion. You just like invented religion.
We just did that. They reverse engineered Stonehenge, but that's a bunch of boring ass stones. This is just one nice cube.
Stonehenge isn't even dense.
No, it's remarkably porous.
Yeah, that's why that religion isn't around anymore. The fastest growing religion in the world, guess what they worship?
The cube.
Guess what they walk around every year?
Yeah, these guys are on they're just speed running through like polytheistic like tribal religions, and they're already almost up to Islam. It's amazing. Like that's the power of the blockchain. It's much more efficient.
Last time it took them like a few thousand years to invent Islam. This time, like how long has like Silicon Valley been around? What, like 40, 50 years?
It's amazing.
Not bad.
The 5 cubes of Islam.